good, I like it.
When I wear the blazer, I guess I feel quite proud to represent the club.
To be honest, we haven't got the best colours to wear with many different dresses or other outfits.
But in some ways I like that. I think it means that it's not trying to stay abreast with fashion. It's not about that. It's more about representing the club and all it stands for.
The blazer is a staple of the modern man's wardrobe, and for many women it's a staple as well. In fact, the dark blue blazers that hang in everybody's closet today could arguably be traced back to the Oxford rowing blazer.
Rowing is born amongst the people who work rivers and lakes and ports and so on, and was everyday life like driving a car is today. And that's where the sport of rowing came from. Whenever you've got two people in a boat on a river, they're going to try and get to the other side first.
The first sort of 100 years or so almost would have been in a time before motor cars were invented. So when crews were going down to race the boat race, they'd have been going down in horse and carriage, and it was that kind of a difference in how the world was back then.
Rowing is more in touch with its history and more in touch with its traditions than any other sport that I can think of. Races that are the highlights of the racing season haven't changed in literally almost 200 years.
Up and down the tideway, if you go into the club rooms, you'll see basically lots of old black and white photographs, colour photographs. The people who roam for the clubs now will have heard of these people and will want to try and emulate them.
The origins of the rowing blazer are completely practical. They're meant to be worn in the boat. And the thick flannel fabric, which is completely impractical for summer regattas, was designed to keep rowers warm while they were training. And the bright colours are designed to enable spectators to see which crew is which, but very quickly they developed into status symbols.
It's all about prestige and representing who you are, and if you can do that through colours and cloth, then why not?
Yeah, I do feel definitely proud to have worn it. The time that I won Henley in the lightweight women's quad, I didn't actually have my own blazer, but I was given somebody else's to wear to go up and collect as a trophy, and I think it was almost that made me realise how important the blazer was to the club as well. I thought it was about time I got my own.
Rowing blazers is really the culmination of 4 years of work and travelling to rowing clubs all over the world, meeting some of the most amazing athletes in the sport of rowing. I reached out to a few different fashion photographers. First and foremost, Effie Castleberry, who runs Unabashedly Prep and whose photography I've been familiar with for years and admired for years. And over the next few months we planned the first sort of leg of the blazer journey, going to boat houses all over the US, starting with shooting Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss of The Social Network and Facebook and Bitcoin fame in their Harvard blazers in the Harvard Boathouse. We had subsequent road trips across the UK, across Holland, and that was a huge adventure, really.
How hard is rowing? I'd say very.
When it's cold and you've got ice forming on your boat and there's snow on the banks, or it's Christmas Day and you're having to sort of get up early to go rowing.
I don't think there's another sport that combines a kind of strength and aerobic fitness elements as well as the kind of mental toughness, all in one sport. I've certainly never tried anything that comes close.
The blazer is really one of the few physical rewards that a rower earns for all of the sacrifice and time spent, and one of the few physical manifestations of achievement in the sport of rowing. About 4 years ago, I found myself kind of in the birthplace of the rowing blazer in Oxford. I was fascinated to learn more about the history and traditions related to all these blazers, and it's something I've been so interested in for so long that I thought I've got to make this book.
How's that?